When conflict breaks out, no one escapes untouched. But some groups suffer more deeply than others. Women and girls, children and youth, persons with disabilities, internally displaced persons, refugees, and stateless persons, and even older people often carry the heaviest burdens. The African Union Transitional Justice Policy recognizes this reality. That is why it sets clear standards for how these groups should be protected, included, and supported in times of transition. In this episode, we will focus on women and girls. You see, women and girls suffer disproportionately during conflict due to intensified gender-based violence, including rape, forced marriage, and sexual exploitation, increased exposure to economic hardship and malnutrition, disrupted access to essential services like healthcare and education, and increased vulnerability to displacement and the responsibility of caring for families in dangerous conditions. These realities are why the African Union Transitional Justice Policy insists that women must receive special attention in transitional justice processes. So, what does this mean in practice? First, women must be represented in peace agreements and written into transitional justice laws and policies. Second, when sexual and gender-based violence is investigated or prosecuted, survivors must be shielded from stigma, and the legal process must feel less like punishment and more like a path to justice. Finally, justice cannot stop in the courtroom. Survivors must receive psychosocial care, medical support, and economic empowerment to rebuild their lives. And how do we know how progress is being made? The African Union gives 5 benchmarks. 1, when women and women groups are involved in designing transitional justice processes. 2, when efforts go beyond immediate violations to tackle deeper gender inequalities. 3, when communities are educated to protect and accept survivors of gender-based violence. 4, when culturally sensitive investigators gather evidence with empathy and respect. 5, when services for survivors are shaped by their realities and needs. Because true justice involves helping survivors heal, rebuild, and lead. Moreover, any transitional justice process that ignores gender is incomplete.